Welcome aboard my Marinette 32 motor yacht. For anyone just joining in, my name is Corey Roughton, and I'm completely restoring this vessel. So the boat's a little bit of a mess now, but you can see that the carpeting's gone in the salon. The fridge we got out, Mead and I, and then yeah, the fridge was there, the sink was here, the range was over here. Since the new year, a lot has changed around here on the Marinette. I built this with a few friends, built this ladders out of 2x4s just to make getting aboard her easier. And then I built this by myself about 2 weekends ago. It's just a little shelter out of a tarp and the old ceiling panels from the inside. This just prevents water from getting into the bilge, so it isn't going to get in there and freeze and crack the hull. Yeah, so this is made out of the 4x8 sheets that made up the ceiling previously, and then some cheap 2x4s. This right here, this is the old wall panels from inside. I took those out. There's also insulation behind those. All that's in the dumpster now. I'm going to be putting in foam insulation. I have 4x8 sheets of plywood, both 3/4 inch for the flooring where it's rotted out, and then I'm going to replace the walls with 1/4 inch Lawan. I also took all the trim out. In order to take the trim out, I had to take out the windows frames because the screws were from the outside, and I just didn't feel like putting this one back in right now because I didn't want to break it. I'm going to wait a little bit longer, so I have a sheet of plywood in there right now. I purchased this wood that I'm going to use to do the roof here. Just a sample piece right here. This has 1 coat of linseed oil on it, but I'm not sure if you can tell, it's kind of yellow and splotchy right here. So I messed this one up, and I purchased conditioner at Home Depot Saturday that I'm going to use to condition all the other wood before I stain it, and I'm going to use the back of this as a sample piece. Just see how it looks. I think it should get rid of the yellow hue and the splotchiness here. Well, not in this board, of course, but for the rest of the boards. Let's see. Yeah, most of what I've been doing for the past month has just been tearing out the ceiling, and I ripped out all the lights too. So I'm going to put in new 12-volt LED lights. So in the past there was these 12-volt light fixtures here, and then there was also 120 fixtures. As you can tell, well, you can't really tell too much, it's buried. I have all the trim pieces here, and the fridge is gone. All the ceiling is removed throughout all of the boat except for the V-berth. All of the trim. So I'm ready to paint the inside and redo the trim. And then just my next step is going to be staining all this wood next weekend. There's just kind of a storage area right now. The head, ripped out the counter, sink, pretty much everything but the toilet in here. The door wall was a pain to get out, sliding door, but we got that out. Sorry for the poor lighting in here. Yeah, you can't really see much. This is just all of the trim pieces that are made out of teak that are going to be restored. So I'm going to work on that in the next few weeks. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I ripped out the floor down here. So it was like wooden tiles. It's weird, like 1 foot by 1 foot square tiles, but they were wood. So I'm gonna do this laminate for the entire boat. This laminate right here, or vinyl flooring. So that's gonna be one of the last things. I'm starting top to also bottom. One more thing I forgot. I removed this old hot water heater. It's pretty corroded and just pretty nasty. I'm replacing it with a 4-gallon Bosch instant hot water heater. It's 120 as well. So I'm looking forward to having that instead of this old heater, which I don't believe worked. Today is February 9th. I just ran to Home Depot to pick up some of this foam insulation here for the interior, and I'm about to head back to Home Depot to return the truck. Then I can start working on laying the insulation in between the I-supports here, I-beams, and then also on the sides here before I put the walls up.